My name is Teacher Evelyn and I work for VIP Kid, and I wanted to make a quick video to talk to you about bad feedback translations. We teach kids in China. That means our students have parents who speak little to no English. That means we rely on a translating system called Tencent. Tencent is very similar to Google Translate. So something you can do to see how your feedbacks are translating is copy and paste into Google. Okay, to break it down for you, you type into Google, translate to Chinese, and it'll give you a box that says English and it'll have a box for Chinese. So you type or copy paste what you want to write to your student, or you can just copy and paste everything that you already wrote. It'll give you the Chinese. Highlight, copy the Chinese, then go to the Google search and say translate from Chinese to English. So you'll copy paste it there and you'll get the translation so that we know, like a bad game of telephone, we know what we're accidentally telling our students. Now I'm 10 months in, and I just learned simple phrases and I learned to speak simply in my feedback, and I never did this Google Translate thing because I figured, it's no big deal. And today I decided to copy and paste my feedbacks, and I was shocked by something I almost sent, and I will tell you about that. One thing that led me to do this is I'm in a group called Say What it's VIP Kid Feedback, Say What, something like that, and it has several Chinese speakers in the group, and so when we receive feedbacks in Chinese that translate really weird to English, we ask for more accurate translations. Now, our parents may or may not have someone that speaks English, and so we want to give simple and easy to understand, easy to translate feedbacks. So that means don't use run-on sentences, don't use complex sentences, use simple, short messages. So I experimented. So what led me to this is one lady shared that for 6 months she has been writing to her students that they are difficult students. And I said, what did you write for it to translate to difficult? And she said, I was saying they were hard workers, and that was translating to difficult. So I tried that phrase, your son is a hard worker. I tried that phrase in Google Translate, and it came out, your son is a hard worker. So I don't know whether that's rumor or not, what she said, but in Google Translate it worked. Google Translate and Tencent are very similar, but one of them is American-based and one of them is Chinese-based. I like to think that the translating service that our company uses is better than Google Translate, but to my knowledge, it's very comparable. I'm going to save to the last what I wrote that was shocking how it translated. And I'll tell you some of the common phrases that I say and how they translate. I oftentimes say, your son did an excellent job in English class today. And that translates to, your son performed well in English class today, which is fine. It's not exactly what I was trying to say, but okay. If you say the word silly or the name Dick, which is a name that some of our students have, if you say either of those, it gets red flagged and you're not allowed to send it, which is good because they know, the company knows that translates wrong. So just to double check if that's true, I put that in Google Translate and I typed, your child is silly, and it translated to, your child is stupid. And so you see why our company flags it. If we were to say, Dick did an excellent job in class today, that would translate literally to a body part, did well in class today. And we're not trying to call your child a body part. We're trying to call them by their name. So what some people do is they'll put spaces between the letters, or something so that it doesn't flag it, or they'll put a star or something. Anyway, I was surprised because when I was translating, the word homework translated to work. Now that makes me think, I wish I knew Chinese, because in Spanish, I'm fluent in Spanish. In Spanish, homework and work are the same word. And it's possible that in Chinese it's the same thing. But, so I tried that phrase I tried to say, I was talking about their assignment, but I didn't know whether to say homework or project. So I said homework and it translated to work. So I tried project and it translated to project. So I kept project. If you would like to keep it homework, just know it's probably being understood, but it's translating as work. I oftentimes say, I am so happy to teach your child, and it translated to, I am very happy to teach your child. That's great. Awesome. I oftentimes say, thank you for booking with me, and that translates to thank you for booking with me. But what does that mean? Like, I've been saying that for 10 months, and I think I'm gonna say thank you for choosing me as your teacher, because that way I know that the idea is coming across. Anyway, now without further ado, I want to say to you the shocking thing that I wrote in feedback that I thought would translate fine. And I said, your child chose the project to draw the teacher. And it translated to attract teachers. So, I don't want to be saying, oh, your student's homework is to attract teachers. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say draw. So what I changed it to was draw a picture of the teacher, and what it translated to was draw a photo of the teacher. So that's getting the idea across. It was no longer saying attract when I said draw a picture. So I would suggest to you to copy and paste your feedbacks into Google, at least for the first couple weeks, so you get a feel of the kinds of things you want to be sending. I'm afraid to say that some of our parents may or may not be aware that it's translating wrong. They might actually be thinking that we're saying these awful things that it translates to. So just try to be aware. Try to use simple English to get your point across. So that's my 2 cents about feedbacks. All right. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you. Bye.